What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video we're focusing on New Zealand rugby. Now a lot of positive news has been coming from New Zealand recently, and it really is outstanding. The fact that they are doing well with the COVID-19 pandemic, moving down to level 2 lockdown, rugby and sport is being introduced again, Super Rugby Championship is kicking off, the provincial version in June. I mean, it's great stuff and a lot to look forward to. But one thing's for sure, when we talk about money and New Zealand, at the start of the year we were worried about the financial situations, but now there's a lot of positive talks about the Silver Lake investment, etc., and all good rumors that are happening. But today's video we're looking at the deal that could, or the deal that happened in October, the Sky deal that could give New Zealand the right and the thought process to rip Super Rugby completely out of the equation. Now, when we talk about money and Super Rugby, a lot of people are prone to saying that New Zealand and Australia cannot do without South Africa because of the SuperSport broadcasting rights and the money involved there. Well, with New Zealand's Sky deal that happened in October, rumor has it that it's a hell of a lot more money than what SuperSport are bringing to the table, and gives New Zealand the opportunity to really pull the strings if they really want to in Sanzaar, which means obviously the Rugby Championship and Super Rugby. Now we all know Super Rugby needs a complete shake-up, and something's going to happen, whether it's going to include South Africa, exclude South Africa, or include just New Zealand. Something's going to happen, and it needs to happen because we want to see a change. For me, I want to go back to Super 12 or Super 10, reduce the tournament. But with New Zealand having dominated the win percentage of the finals by like 70-80% in the past decade, technically they've earned the right to really say, hey, I want to say in what's going on. Rugby Australia, unfortunately, haven't bringing much to the table, and word has it that the Fox deal is going to be offered a lot less to what they normally offer, which is going to be a pity. Apparently, it's looking at 15 to 20 million for the year, which is a lot less to what they normally get paid. So that's a bit of a negative situation there. Now, if we look at New Zealand, according to stuff.co.new Zealand, they say that the deal is worth $100 million a year, which is a hell of a lot of money, which technically will give you the right. And at the current exchange rate, as to what South Africa is at the moment, we're not generally bringing in as much. If we look at the past, the last deal, it was worth $32 million a year with Sky. Now it's upgraded into something big. Obviously, that includes the Mitre 10 Cup. Fox Sports adding to 24 million US and SuperSport 26 million US. Saru sells Curry Cup on it separately, and etc. So it's very interesting stats. Now from 32 million to 100 million a year deal is massive, and definitely gives New Zealand the opportunity to say, right, Oaks, let's change things up a bit. Let's spice things up a bit. Are we going to pull out of Super Rugby? Are we going to change it in order to adapt them? Seems they're bringing most of the weight to the party. Would you, instead of having so many New Zealand teams, increase the amount of New Zealand teams and reduce South African teams and reduce Australia? Bring Australia 2 or 1 team, and South Africa maybe 2 or 3 teams, and then New Zealand dominates the rest of the tournament. All these things can be brought to the table because they would be justified at approaching Sanzaar with this because they have the larger share in opportunities. And I think it's going to be an interesting way that they could actually look at this tournament. COVID-19 pandemic has definitely given us the opportunity to look at the sport in a different way and how to bring it to the fans. Now, as excited as we are for this New Zealand Cup, or the Super Rugby, we're also concerned of what rugby is going to be like without the fans. Now, I'll save that topic for another video, but I think it's absolutely fascinating at what New Zealand rugby can actually do with what's going on right now. If they get that massive investment, they can pull rank in certain ways, and now this TV deal gives them the opportunity to pull rank with Sanzaar. Good things are happening for New Zealand rugby, and we really need to watch this space because they can pull a few strings in order to change the game to benefit for us as fans. Exciting times are ahead. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below on these deals. Should they do what I've mentioned, either create their own provincial tournament that can stand on its own 2 feet, or reduce Super Rugby and bring in more opportunity for New Zealand. Who knows what will happen? One thing's for sure, New Zealand are currently in the driver's seat. Let's wait and see what happens as time goes on. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you real soon for another one. Stay safe, guys, and never give up. Cheers.